I'm not a stylist, I have no background in fashion, I am not a podologist, I am just a heel enthusiast. And for a very long time, that has been something that has been holding me back from pursuing my dream to actually launch Rōe Co and bring it to life. So I decided to pair with experts in my industry just to make my dream a passion and to be able to share that with you guys. So today I want to share the story behind how Rōe Co came to be and this idea that turned into a business. So Rōe Co, this YouTube channel, is all going to be about pursuing your dreams, perseverance, and of course heels. So I just want this channel to be about insights of what Rōe Co is about, behind the scenes as well, and to actually share a bit of everything that happens behind the scenes, what you may see on Instagram or in real life, and just to bring you behind the scenes and share a little bit of this journey with you guys. Just a little background on who I am and how all of this came to be. So basically, I have always loved heels. I think since I was a little girl, I remember vividly of certain specific moments where one of my cousins wore a beautiful pair of heels and I was just obsessed. And I still remember to this day what they actually looked like. They were just like this blue-green kind of color heel that would change color depending on the light that would hit on the shoe, and that is just a vivid moment that I will never forget. So it started very young, and it's something that has been kind of following me for a while. So I just couldn't wait until I would get old enough to actually wear heels. And I remember asking my mom, oh, when can I wear heels? And it was just something about heels that made it very special. To me, heels are not just a pair of shoes. It's actually a statement piece. To me personally, I'm not basically the same when I'm wearing flats or when I'm wearing heels. I just feel a boost of confidence that just comes from I don't know where, just by the simple fact of wearing heels. So that is the power of heels, and that is what Rōe Co is about. It's about empowering women and allowing them to be who they want to be, whether it's through the choices that they make in terms of their appearances or life choices, anything that it is, but just giving a sense of empowerment to women. So that's really what Rōe Co is about. I knew deep down that this is something that I wanted to do. I just didn't know how, and I just didn't know when. I didn't really know what I wanted to do as a job either, but I just knew that I wanted somehow to do something related to heels. And as I said earlier, I didn't study fashion. That was not my background at all, but I decided to do international management because I knew that it could help me and I could get tools to actually bring my dream to life. So that's the path that I took. It was very interesting, but you know, as you guys know, things evolve so rapidly. What I studied back then is maybe not as fresh as it is today. So it's important to learn and to be surrounded by people who know what they're doing, and so basically expert in their fields. That's just my opinion. Again, I just want to share my experience and how I view things. So that has been my journey until now. Basically, you know, fear has been a very big part of my life because, as I said, I just didn't feel like I was the right person to pursue this. And I remember I was at one of my friend's birthday. It was a summer weekend. It was just great. Like, we had lovely people around, great food, drinks, weather was lovely, everything, basically anything to make a birthday party exceptional, everything was there. However, I cried on that weekend. It was, and I just didn't really understand, but then I did. I remember that was just the weekend before a very important date at work. And I started crying because as much as I love my colleagues and everything that that job has brought to me personally on various different levels, it was not a job that was fulfilling me as I wanted, because I knew I had a different dream for myself. And I just cried because I was like, oh my God, here we go again. Another year where you're not gonna pursue your dream. So it's just pushing it further and further away. So that really made me emotional, because I was like, no, Rush, you're just lying to yourself. Just do what you want to do and keep it pushing. So that's actually when I had a aha moment, and I realized that you need to take your dreams seriously. So I started working with different experts, and I decided that then and there I would stop procrastinating and just work on my dreams. So I started to contact different suppliers to help me put into physical products what I had here, because I just know what I want, but I myself am not capable, or I don't have the physical knowledge or expertise to actually bring to life what I have in here. So I decided to do my research and contact multiple suppliers to see what could possibly be done. So that has been a very exciting moment, and that is when I realized, wow, there's so much more to life than just living a life that doesn't bring you joy. You know what I mean? I will always cherish those moments, because those moments have taught me so much about what you have in you that will make you push and do things that one day scared you. You know what I mean? And you just get that energy, that strength from I don't know where, but you get it, because when you don't have a choice, you don't have a choice, and you just go pushing. Again, this is just my experience. I'm just sharing my story. So we were really doing great, to be honest. We were really doing something, and I mean, it was not perfect, but it was good enough, because I went from somewhere where I didn't do what I actually wanted to do to actually taking steps towards what I actually had in my mind. So to me, that was already huge in the realm of things that was actually happening at that time. It was very, very hard, because, you know, when you put all your effort, time, and everything that you have in your baby, because that's how I really considered it. And we were almost about to launch. So this was, guess what year that was? 2020. Yeah, 2020. We were almost about to launch it, and COVID hit, and that was a major setback for me. I was devastated. I was like, oh my God, Rush, you can't launch this now. This would be like, what would you do? Like, nobody could actually go out, and you would have all these pair of shoes, insoles at home, and nobody to sell them, and nobody could actually go out. It was a hard hit for me. It was very, very difficult, but then it was a very slow time for, I guess, a lot of us, and for some other people, of course not. It was actually the total opposite. So thank you again for those people who have been very essential during that very clueless time, I would say. So yeah, so it was very, very difficult to bounce back. And I actually took that time to reflect and see where, nobody really knew what was happening. So I just took that time to take it slow, take things as they come, really, I would say mid 2022, that is when we started seeing the end of the tunnel, really, at that point that I decided to recontact the suppliers, people I used to work with, and also other suppliers to get the ball rolling again, because I was like, Rush, you actually need to do something about this now. So things were progressing little by little, and sometimes it was moments of frustration, because I was like, why don't you understand what is happening here? I'm being as explicit, as detailed as possible, but it was very difficult to actually get my idea through. I guess it's the same for everybody who actually has a vision and an idea to actually express it. You go through phases. That's very normal. So that's that. Into 2022, I really took things slow. I was like, okay, Rush, we never know. We could have a comeback. We could have I don't know what. So take it seriously, but take it slow. 2023 though has been the complete opposite, because I had put so much pressure on myself to actually get Rōe Co up and running. So that was really my goal for the year. And it was a very difficult year for me on so many different levels. I'm actually someone who loves a very good social life. Like, I always do things with friends and family, and it's really important. That's also one of the ways that I would recharge my batteries. However, 2023, because I had put so much pressure on myself to actually launch Rōe Co, and on top of that, all the other personal things happening in my life, which is, I would say, a consequence of the pressure that I had put on myself, made it very, very difficult. Because of all of this pressure, I just decided to, not decided, that's maybe too strong of a word, but I just had to prioritize my tasks in that realm of things. I was like, listen, people, I just cannot be out with you guys, because I was just basically counting every minute of my day, because I was, as I mentioned earlier, I'm still, as I'm filming this video, working a full-time job that would take like a huge chunk of my day at work. Then I would come home, work, weekends work, like days off I would work, and it was just taking a toll on me, and I really lost my sanity. And to be completely honest with you, I also had some falling out friends and family, and it was very, very difficult, because I have to recognize I was just not myself. And that was a very difficult period and very difficult pill to swallow as well, because although I was aware all of this, for me it was very hard to actually know where my priorities were. And what I'm extremely grateful for is the people that I have in my life, who actually, although those moments happened, it was a lot of misunderstanding, a lot of, coming from me as well, I'm not going to deny that. But what I'm trying to say is that people were very understanding of my situation. They know how I am. Like, these are people who have been in my life forever. It's not like people that come and go. It's like people who have been my backbone in every type of situation, basically. And those people know who I am, and they saw a different side to my personality basically this last year, and even a little bit this year, I'm not gonna lie, because I'm still struggling a lot with for all the same reasons. But I've had, I've been to therapy just to do work on myself, just to get my priorities in check and all of that. But I'm still a work in progress. But what I'm trying to say here is that I'm extremely grateful for the people in my life, because they are so patient with me. I've had instances where I had to say, no, I cannot. And I felt so bad and guilty, but those people really understood where I'm coming from. And also, little piece of advice, just be very respectful in the way you talk to people. Although you are going through stuff, it's important to be respectful. So just don't forget that. Please don't forget to apologize when you know that you've reached the limit and tested someone's patience. So voilà, parenthèse fermée. So this is basically a summary of what Rōe Co is. I cannot wait for you to find out more about Rōe Co and what it's all about, and be part of this journey. And really, as I mentioned earlier, Rōe Co is all about making dreams happen, pursuing your dreams. All this to say that running a business can be fun and challenging, so be aware of that. And a piece of advice that I would want to share is to be patient with yourself and not putting too much pressure on yourself. I'm very excited for 2024 because Rōe Co is up and ready to step into the world, so that's really, really fun. I can't wait to share more about this journey with you guys, and I'm really, really excited to actually build a community of heel enthusiasts and aspiring entrepreneurs. I would love to hear back from you, share any feedback that you would find that can bring value to you, to us, to everybody. So don't be shy, leave a comment. And that's my journey so far. Thank you for watching and being part of this journey. And if you are passionate about heels or about starting your business, you're at the right place. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And also, remember that every step you take must be confident and comfortable. So until next time, take care of yourself. Bisous bisous!